Hi, today I thought we'd cover a topic that I think a lot of woodworkers and people, carpenters and things that are people that are working with lumber might want to hear about, and that's how to tell if your lumber is straight or not. So basically the main technique is to stare down the length of the piece of wood and look for any aberrations or any bends or anything. You're going to look at both sides like that, okay? So this one's, I use this because I know this is like a really nice straight piece of oak, and oak's nice because when you get it at the stores, generally it's they're nicely cured and everything. They have the right moisture content and they're cut straight and everything. So this is a good one to do. Now I had some examples of some things that were kind of hard to tell if they were straight or not, and that's why I wanted to make this video. So we'll start with this longer one here, and some of these would be really hard to tell if they're straight or not, but that's why I wanted to show this video. So here's one. It's some lumber that was it was actually 5/4 by 6 inch, and I cut it lengthwise to about I guess about 3 inches, and sat out all winter. And I just want to show just a slight bit of warping that happens when you leave some of this lumber out and when you're selecting it, because sometimes at the hardware stores you'll see this lumber in this kind of condition. So if you carefully look down the length of this thing, you can just make out the curve of this, okay? So you can tell it's curved at that end, okay? And here is a slight bit too. So it's almost perfectly straight, but not quite. So here's another one I had sitting out all winter, and let's look at this one. So as you look at this, okay, and you look down the length, again, you can barely pick it up. It has a very slight bend to it. And if you go the other way, you can make out it's got a really slight bend this direction as well. So now sometimes you might pick up some lumber, and as you're looking down, you may not be able to tell if it's actually straight or not. So I'm going to use this as another piece. It's really straight, but if you look carefully, you can kind of see maybe it's not so straight after all. Okay, all right. So these kind of pieces of wood, you probably want to avoid for your project. I can think of a couple of projects you might want to use them for, though. You might want to use it to start a fire, perhaps, or maybe to throw in a dumpster. Projects like that I think would be suitable for that kind of wood. So just a kind of a public service, just to show people what kind of wood that would be appropriate and how to tell if it's straight or not. So if you found this video useful, please give me a thumbs up. If you found it really useful, give me 2 thumbs up, and please subscribe. So thank you very much for watching.